welcome back to Law Study Kit. I'm Rabia. I'm a Canadian immigration lawyer based in Toronto, and I'm also the founder of Law Study Kit, where we sell NCA resources for NCA exams. If you're interested, you can take a look at our website. I'm going to put it in the description box below. In today's video, I want to talk about what does it mean by pre-law education. I remember applying for the NCA assessment and thinking whether I have any pre-law education or not. And what does it really mean to have pre-law education? It's very confusing to me because, like, in different parts of the world, you go to law school at a different time, and what is considered pre-law education? So we'll get into it. I'm also going to explain about like what my background was and whether I had pre-law education and what is the impact of not having pre-law education. I feel like I said pre-law too many times, but that's fine. Just a bit of my background. So I don't know if people know what this is, but I basically did O-levels and A-levels, which is ordinary level and advanced level, from the University of Cambridge. And it's so in Pakistan, you follow the British system. So after you complete, I think 7th or 8th grade, you do the O-levels and then the A-levels, and then you can go straight into law school. So I never really went to like, I didn't do an undergrad, basically. As soon as after high school plus 1 year, I went to law school. So I basically did not have any education before I went into law school. And just taking my example, in my example, I don't have any pre-law education, unfortunately, because I only did high school, but my high school was different than how it is for Canadians or Americans, or I don't know much about other parts of the world. But after finishing high school plus another year, I went straight into law school, and I did not have any pre-law education. Now, what do I mean by pre-law education? So if you take a look at the NCA policy, which I just have it with me right now, and Section 4 talks about pre-law education and what does it mean. So basically what the NCA is looking for is that you must have 2 years of pre-law education. And what is pre-law? That means you should have completed post-secondary education at a university level. So if someone, let's just say, just putting it as an example, if someone is in Canada and they do undergrad from, let's just say, University of Toronto, and they spend 2 years at the University of Toronto, and they're like, oh, by the way, I now want to go to law school. They still have 2 years of pre-law education because they completed 2 years and they can go to law school. However, if somebody just did 1 year of, a university level program at the University of Toronto, they don't have pre-law education. Okay, so just to summarize, the NCA requires 2 years of you going to a university level program in class for them to consider that you've completed pre-law education. Okay, now what happens if you don't have pre-law education? Like, I did not have any pre-law education. Oh my God, I'm saying that too many times, but that's fine. So if you don't complete that part, you will be required to write additional NCA exams. And those exams could be anywhere between 4 or 5, depending on how well you score on your law degree. So I was assigned additional courses, and those additional courses can include, for example, property law, torts, contracts, family law, a few others, which you can read on the NCA policy. Why does the NCA require pre-law education? So in Canada, people who want to become lawyers have to complete 4 years of undergrad, which is a bachelor's degree. So basically, after high school, they need to complete an undergraduate degree, and they go to a university for 4 years. once they graduate from a university, that is when they apply to law schools. So they can apply to law school straight from high school, as was the case with me. So in the UK and just British educational system, you can apply to go to law school right after advanced level, which is, it's hard to explain to me like what that is. I mean, people who are from the UK and who followed UK system might know this. So you, like, it's basically like, I don't know how to explain that, but after A levels, you can basically go to law school, and it's like high school plus another year, and you can go. You don't need to complete an undergraduate degree. Whereas in Canada, the system requires you to do an undergrad and then go to law school and then write the bar exams and all of that. So that is why the NCA requires you to have some sort of pre-law education. If you did not have it, that is okay, but you have to complete some additional courses, which, you know, they'll assign you, or you can, I think you can choose from some courses as well. Just in the end, just my thoughts on pre-law education. I find that you should have some sort of pre-law education because all I know is just law, because my undergrad, like from A levels I went to law school, then I did my master's, then I did my barrister, solicitor, NCA exams. So all I know is just law, whereas if you have an undergrad, you can do some other things, you can explore different things. So definitely think that pre-law education would be nice to have if you have the time and the money, of course, but I don't know, like I find that it would be nice to do something else before you get into law school. But I mean, I think different countries have different requirements. I don't know how it's like in other countries. Let me know in the comment section below, what was it like for you? Did you have to do an undergrad and then go to law school, or were you able to just go to law school after high school? Like, how is it like in your country? I would love to know that. So if the NCA, if you're applying for an NCA assessment, you're worried about like, do I have that do I have that education or not? Just think of it like, did you go to a university before you went to law school, and did you complete 2 years at the university or not? Yeah, I hope that this was helpful for you. This was a very tricky question back in the day for me, so I thought that I can clarify here. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow this community because I want to help internationally trained lawyers come to Canada, help them figure out a career path. And if you think that this is valuable content, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.